Hi everyone, it's Kay. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to finally be bringing you guys my June wrap up along with my July wrap up. And because I did not read as much as I wanted in June, so I decided to save it until July. So now I have 5 books to share with you guys, so let's get started. So first up, I'm going to talk about the 2 books I read in June. So June, I was supposed to read 8 books for the Make Your Myth Taker, and I failed. Majorly. But I did enjoy, and I didn't even enjoy the second book, but you know what, it's fine. And I tried to film a vlog for this one so many times, and they failed every time, so I scratched it and decided I am not doing vlogs likely in the future, but that's beside the point. So first up, I am bringing you the final 6. And this book I have had sitting on my shelf forever, and I finally decided to read it for one of the challenges of Make Your Myth Taker, and I was blown away by how much I loved this book. So the final 6 centers around the plot of what happens when carbon emissions and pollution take effect on the earth, and mainly the rising sea level and other environmental disasters, which has ended up wiping out countries and a good portion of the human race. So in order to try to restart a future for humanity, the program that has taken over NASA, that I cannot remember the name of right now, have decided to have a contest to see what 6 teenage prodigies of different fields are going to go to Europa, Jupiter's moon, in order to start a new life there. And this book mainly centers around 2 kids, an Italian named Leo, who is a brilliant swimmer, and an Iranian American named Noemi, who's a brilliant scientist. And this Leo has lost so much because of the earth and its effects, and he wants this mission more than anything to escape what he's lost. Meanwhile, Noemi has not lost near as much, and she is very suspicious of this plan and the consequences that will go into it. So she is trying to prove that this mission is not safe. And the 2 of them end up working together, and along the way discover a bunch of different plot points, and yeah. But this book I enjoyed so much, and it was brilliant on how it conveyed environmental issues and other scientific facts. And I'm a little biased because I am an environmental major, and this book really touched on why I went into it in the first place and what we have to do to keep the earth safe and healthy, and what it could mean for humanity if we don't. So yes, I highly recommend this book. I gave it a 4.5 stars, and I really enjoyed it. And the second book I read in June was The Young Elites. And this book I gave 2 stars. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would, but I pushed through it and finished it because I wanted to see where it was going. And I just didn't like how it ended and what was going to happen, so I probably won't continue the series, but oh well. One thing I did enjoy about this book is that I liked seeing the effects of how a blood fever has changed a bunch of kids into having these special abilities, and how society as a whole treated them and what they have to do to survive. That was probably the most interesting part of the book for me, and the reason why I did keep reading it. However, I just didn't like it enough to pick up the next book in the series. Sorry. Oh well. Yes, June was not the best reading month, but I did kind of make up for it in July. Kind of, not really, but... Alright, so I was just sliding around a little bit. I hope it looks better. If not, I will figure that out eventually, So the first book I picked up in July was The Worst Best Man, and this was my first adult romance novel, and I really enjoyed it. This book is about a wedding planner named Linda, who was left at the altar of her own wedding by Max's, our male main character's brother, and they never expect to see each other again until one day they are both put in the same room for a partnership in order to accelerate their business careers, and you can guess where it goes from there. So this was a kind of enemies to lovers situation, and it was so cute. Max is a genuine sweetheart who I thoroughly enjoyed reading about, and one of my favorite scenes in the book is when he got so excited to go to a cake testing meeting kind of thing with one of Linda's clients, and it was the most adorable and relatable thing I have read in a long time. And Linda is super strong and an amazing female lead who I very much enjoyed reading about. So it was a cute, kind of fun, different take read for me, and I gave it 4 stars. And then next up, I read The Beautiful and the Damned, which is a duology so far, and I've been meaning to read. I can't really talk about The Damned because it's the sequel to The Beautiful, but anyway. I have had this on my TBR for a long time, so I'm very glad I got to read it. This takes place in the 1800s New Orleans, and it involves vampires, and Celine, our main character, is trying to escape a bad mistake she did in Paris by coming to America, and from there she's pulled into the Court of Lions by meeting Bastien, and slowly she starts coming into their world more and more and has to end up facing the consequences that come with it. And I liked this book a lot. I gave it 4 stars and I gave The Damned 3. And I liked the side characters. I liked Pippa and Arjun a lot. They were fun to read about, and I enjoyed watching Celine and Bastien take on their relationship and everything that entailed. So, yeah. So those are the 5 books I read in the months of June and July. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if you met your TBR goal for either June or July, and if you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them, or what your favorite book you read from your TBR was. I'd love to hear it. If you want to see more of me, hit that subscribe button, and if you want to find me elsewhere, my socials are linked below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again, and I will see you next time. Until then, I'm Kay. Bye!